Realizing the zombie fantasy more fully than the fantasy itself basically means falling completely into fantasy and seeing where that takes us. So that's the space of weird girl fiction. So not, looking at the fantasy from the outside and critiquing it, but actually transporting ourselves and eliminating that buffer that most fantasy requires for us to be able to enjoy the fantasy and then walk away from it. To use the fantasy as something that props up our own position. Fantasy is also something that changes our own position too. It's the very vehicle by which we change who we are. So to engage apocalypse, zombie apocalypse, we need to cling too tight to the rules of it and get away from these buffers that say, well, you know, at our very core, we're this thing that we can hold on to. We can enjoy the fantasy because we step back into this safe version of ourselves, basically. The writing in Where We've Made It Dark is trying to get us into the zombie apocalypse fully, to leave the reader no room to walk away. So it doesn't matter what's actually happening on the page. It's the fabric of the story itself that's trying to make you fall into it. So how do you desire in an unalived world where any object, any person you could desire, love, has no future, where the world itself has no future? Everything's just shorn, and you don't know what tomorrow brings. We need things to desire in order to function, in order to live, to frame ourselves around what we're doing. And radically changing around this is extremely difficult. That's what the zombie apocalypse really gives us. Whether we're confronting violence directly or just indirectly as part of the fabric of our lives. Uh, so you have to keep pressing forward to see where it takes you.